Hello and welcome once again to Journalism Classics with Ali Hakim. This is the 30th episode of Journalism Classics, and I shall be speaking about redundancy in news writing. Since journalism sets out to inform, to entertain, and to educate, its practitioners should therefore lead by example. In many publications these days, journalists tend to include redundant words and phrases in their scripts, making the copies to become laborious to read. The list of such words and phrases is an endless one, but I shall pick just a few in this episode that we can handle within the next 5 minutes. The most common of these phrases is "it will be recalled that," or "it should be noted that." This is often found at the starting point of a paragraph where background information is being given. Please just recall whatever it is you are recalling directly, rather than begin the paragraph with the phrase "it shall be recalled," or "it will be recalled," or "it will be noted that." For instance, rather than writing that it will be recalled that Jimmy Carter was the first American president to pay an official visit to Nigeria, just write that Jimmy Carter was the first American president to pay an official visit to Nigeria. Actually, Jimmy Carter visited Nigeria between March 31 and April 3, 1978, at a time that Olusegun Obasanjo was military head of state. His visit was actually the first by an American president to sub-Saharan Africa. Another common one is when we write stories about land measurement. One finds expressions like 40 acres of land. Since it cannot be 40 acres of the sky or 40 acres of river, it is okay to just write 40 acres, as land is normally measured in meters, feet, and acres, and the addition of land in that sentence leads to redundancy. A third example of redundancy that I shall be speaking about in news writing is where you find copies talking about infrastructural facilities. There is no distinguishing difference between infrastructure and facility. So it is better to limit oneself to the use of one. Use either infrastructure or use facility. Infrastructure is a basic system or services that are necessary in a country or in an organization or a society to run smoothly. Examples are roads, power and water supply schemes, schools, and hospitals. Facility is a structure or building provided in a society either by government or by other stakeholders to serve specific purposes. When used together, either of them becomes redundant in the copy. While it is okay to write infrastructural development or facility development, it amounts to tautology to write infrastructural facility. A fourth example I shall speak about today is about acute crisis breaking out somewhere over an issue. The word acute in such sentence is redundant, as it is okay to just state that crisis broke out. You don't necessarily have to measure the intensity of the crisis or determine whether it was acute or not. The next example is the description of a newsmaker or anybody at that as being an authority in his own right. Please just stop at "he is an authority" and then mention the area of expertise, like "he is an authority in calibration," and not "he is an authority in his own right in calibration." A last example I shall speak about in this episode is the use of the expression brand new. The word brand there is redundant as it does not add anything to the word new. Brand is not even an adjective and cannot be describing the word new. So it is redundant in that usage. Just write or say new. And as for social media journalists, quote and unquote, please stop writing sentences like he or she reversed the vehicle back into the crowd, as no vehicle can be reversed forward. Just write that he or she reversed the vehicle into the crowd. I shall be here again next Sunday, God willing, to bring up more examples of redundancies in news writing. Remember to like, comment, and share this and other episodes of Journalism Classics, and follow me across social media platforms. Bye for now.